Well, this past week, I went to a beach to eat some pizza for a video. What's that all about? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the Gary Cantrell podcast, and I am so glad that you are here. Thank you if this is your first time, your second time, or your 200th time. Have I done 200 of these yet? I think I have, or the number's getting very close. I haven't actually looked at my numbers to verify, but I think we're up there, way up there. Anyway, today's podcast, no really big structured podcast or big topic podcast, if you will. It's more of kind of like a check-in. Here's what's going on. Here's the latest kind of thing. But as the title says, I was at a beach this weekend. I was filming myself eating pizza. I was filming my cousin Larry eating pizza, and it was a lot of fun. We had a blast, but there was a purpose behind this whole video. We didn't just say, hey, let's go to the beach slightly off season so that we could eat pizza. No. There was actually a purpose to all of this. So last year, one of the, I think it was the fourth or fifth videos we did, or maybe it was episode 4 and 5 of the channel. We went to Ocean City, Maryland to film just, there's two videos we made. We made one video where we were on the boardwalk looking at things that you could snack on. So Fisher's popcorn, Thrasher's fries, Fractured Prune donuts, Dumpster's Dairyland, the milkshakes. If you're not from this area, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But these are places that offer snack-like food on the boardwalk. And then we did another video later that day. Yes, we ate all of this shit in one day. We went around to 3 of the top cheesesteak locations in Ocean City and did a kind of a shootout of the top steak and cheeses in Ocean City. What we found was that out of all the videos we made, and we've done somewhere in the neighborhood of about 35 videos so far, what we have learned is that those two videos in particular are by far and away, it's like a runaway. They are our most strongest performing videos. The steak and cheese one more than the snack one. And I was thinking to myself, okay, clearly there's something about these videos that is performing better than the other ones. And it kind of dawned on me that really these videos are catered towards the search traffic crowd. So you have videos that you make that are kind of they're for your regular subscribers, people that are going to come back and watch every video. Then you have certain videos that are kind of targeted towards search. It's okay, I'm going to make this video now, and maybe in a couple of months, beyond my core audience, within probably a couple months when the search and the algorithm all kind of comes together, there's a good chance that it's going to recommend this video to new people who are searching for this topic. And that is one of the ways that people grow their channel on YouTube is they make videos that are, they try to find high performing search keywords and they make videos based on those keywords. Now, we don't do that. The way we decide what video we want to make is just basically okay, what are we in the mood for eating, right? What's the craving? What will we like to have today? That's how we determine where we're going to eat on any given day. And so what we will do is we'll pick a place, we'll go. And then, of course, when it comes time to upload and edit it, then we just make sure that, it's properly tagged so that if people happen to be searching for those places, that it's going to come up for them and they'll find it. That's the hope. A lot of times that's not the case. I think part of it is the places that we're going to, there's a lot of search competition. And the fact that we are still relatively small channel with about 229 subs as of the recording of this video, which, 229 to us sounds absolutely amazing considering it's we're two guys in a car eating food. And I know that there are food channels that do very, very well when it comes to YouTube. So the idea is that, eventually there's a bigger audience for this channel. But the point is that we saw, kind of all the search traffic that was coming in for this video. The problem is when it was first starting to roll in, it was around, I want to say November, December. That's when we really started to see the traffic spike up for those videos. And they went up in, when was this? This would have been the end of August, beginning of September. And so that was about two or 3 months later when these videos like really started to pop off. So yeah, they started to really pop off in basically the winter, like what's the word that I'm looking for? Like the height of winter. That's the word. There we go. So we couldn't just run back to the beach and make new videos. And in hindsight, had I known that, hey, these videos were going to be gangbusters, I would have said, yo, because Ocean City is like a 3-hour drive, while we were in the summertime, let's drive out there a couple of more times and make a few more videos. Well, it then dawned on me, we need to do more Ocean City videos. And I'm like, what is something that we did not cover when we were there the last time? There was one very specific food that is very popular at the beach that we did not cover. What is it? Can you guess real quick before I actually say it? Can any of you out there, and no cheating, don't fast forward and then, try to come back later and say you guessed it. Go ahead and just guess right now. There you go, right? You said it, right? You totally said it. Pizza. Yes. We decided that we were going to do pizza. And the idea of this was, like, when I've ever looked up, I don't know how it is like your local beach. If you're somewhere on the East Coast or the West Coast, there's probably places that are really well known, some that are less well known. And there are times where you Google these places and not many search results come up for this place. Like there might be a couple of Yelp reviews. There might be a few, photos, but there's not, there's certainly not video necessarily. There certainly isn't like up close 4K video of the product, the slices of pizza. So that's where we come in. And the idea that dawned on me was it'll be similar to the model of the steak and cheese video, but the only difference is it's pizza. And we're going to edit the video in such a way where it's kind of like, fast moving. Like I'm at one place, Larry's at another place. Then he calls over to me, I'm in another place. And then when I get done, I call over to him and he's at another place. And so the video goes back and forth like we're all over the boardwalk. And so we went there this past Saturday. We filmed 4 places. And that was it. That's a start. The truth is we could have done a lot more places, and we were actually planning to go to 7 or 8 places. But the issue was that the beach was still not considered in season, even though the weather was decent. It was still considered off season. So there were a lot of places in town that were still closed. So we have to basically wait and go back to try some of these other places. But in the meantime, there were 4 places on the boardwalk that were open. So we picked those 4 places. Then what we're going to do, we're going to, make a really nice thumbnail, a really catching title. And in the SEO part, the description and the tags, we're going to tag the 4 places we went to very specifically. We're going to tag, like Ocean City, Maryland, Ocean City Boardwalk, Ocean City 2021, different tags. And so the idea is after probably a month or so, we're hoping it's earlier because at the time we're going to drop it the week before Memorial Day. So the hope is that, people will be online searching for, people that are going to be going to this beach are going to be searching for things to eat at this beach. The hope is that because when you Google a lot of these restaurants in the beach, not much comes up. The hope is that our video, YouTube is owned by Google. It all kind of, funnels together, in terms of search traffic. So the hope is that everything will be tagged up well enough. There's not a lot of competition. The hope is that when people search for these places, our video will come up. That's the strategy. Is it a perfect foolproof strategy? I don't know. We're going to find out. The video goes up in a couple of weeks. We filmed it. I went back and watched some of it. I'm almost done editing it. I'm not completely done editing it, but I will say I'm very happy with how it turned out. And I think that in the future, we're going to be doing some of these series where we go to certain towns and we film a ton of stuff. Like at the end of June, we're going to be down in Charleston for at least a week or so. And we've already made plans to film once a day, every day that we're there. So that will yield us a week's worth of videos. Well, no, actually longer than that. That's a week's worth in terms of if we were posting every day. A week's worth of videos, we're going to be there longer than 7. I think 8 or 9 days, whatever it is, whatever the math comes out to. I'm terrible at math. We release one video a week. That is like 2 months worth of videos. That's a lot of content. And I love to shoot it in that way where we're just so far ahead because it gives me time. Right now we're like 6 videos ahead, which is almost 2 months ahead, which gives me time. It takes a little bit of the pressure off, which I like, because then I can take my time with an edit. I don't have to be forced to edit it in 1 or 2 days. I can edit it over a course of a week or two, and I can revisit it multiple days with a fresh pair of eyes and see if there's something that I want to change. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about kind of the future of the channel. Larry's got a new camera. He's got the Sony A7C. I've got the Sony A7S III. So we both have, some of the newest Sony cameras that you can get, some of the best Sony cameras on the market. And the plan is that we're eventually, in addition to the one video that we upload every Monday, the plan is eventually for each of us to do a solo video on some sort of a food, which would then bring our upload schedule to 3 times a week. Because I just really enjoy making videos. I want to get deeper in the habit of making videos. I'm constantly trying to figure out an excuse to make a video. And I'm also trying to do 100 videos in 2021. And, let's just say in my mind, I thought I would be further along, but I've had some, various health problems and other things getting in the way. But I fully expect that I will have the 100 videos by the end of the year nailed down and ready to go. But I'm excited about the future of the channel because, we are talking about going to 3 videos a week. And I think it's very doable. And I think it's going to be great because it's just going to offer even more to potential viewers that come in. It's going to give us more chances to be at bat. It's going to give more chances for people when they're searching for one of our videos to come up. We're going to have a gigantic library because here's what I envision happening. There is going to come a time where we're going to have a video at some point that is going to pop in a major way. It happens to a lot of YouTubers that have a lot of content. You make enough videos, and at one point there's going to be something, and maybe you won't be able to put your finger on it, but there's going to be something about a certain video, and this video is just going to pop off like you've never seen before. And what happens when that one video pops off is that the people that watch that video, YouTube recommends them other videos of yours. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen for everybody, but there are going to be certain people that get recommended one of your other videos. And if they haven't already subscribed as a result of the one that quote unquote popped off, they're going to be recommended some of your other videos. And there's a good chance that a certain amount of people will continue to come back and constantly hit up, right? They're going to constantly just be peppering your videos because they're going to be recommended to them. The more videos they watch of yours are going to be recommended more and more and more. And at some point, it becomes like this chain reaction where, you're getting a ton of views on older videos. And it's like a chain reaction in the sense that it keeps recommending your videos out to people. And as long as they keep watching them, you can kind of keep this momentum going, and it just helps your channel grow overall, which is really nice. So that's the goal. That's where we're hoping to be. I think it's really exciting. I'm really excited about it. Some people could look at it and say, well, they only have 229 right now. I get that. That number seems probably small to a lot of people. To us, we're just absolutely thrilled about it. We're thrilled that people like our videos. We're thrilled that people are enjoying them. And really, the only place from here to go is up, right? Like, we're just going to keep climbing. We're going to keep the momentum alive. We're going to keep on just thriving. We're going to keep on learning how to make better videos, how to edit better, how to do so many things. It's just going to get this ball rolling further and further and further along. And who knows, within a year from now, who knows where we'll be, but I have a good feeling that it's going to be an awesome ride no matter what. It's going to be a learning experience.